was really good early. We didn't make some shots that we had early. We made some in the second half. We did shoot it better, but so did they. I thought our defense broke down a little bit in the second half. They got inside. We didn't rebound the ball as well as we needed to. But when we had to make plays, we made plays. I thought the guards, I thought Brandon and Michael played very well. I thought this was their best game in a long time. They were good on defense and good on offense, and it was a slow-paced game, so they could play more. But CJ was terrific as always. But it was a good win. Thank you. Questions? No, he's going to be nervous for a little bit. He was a little off first half, and then he got same shots in the second half, and he's going to make those shots if he gets them.
Did you have a predetermined number of minutes for him to play?
No, not really. They're a zone team, so he's probably going to play a little bit more in that situation.
What kind of impact does James have on the offense as a whole when he's just able to be out there for them?
Yeah, well, he's a good shooter. He gives us a threat outside and pulls the defense out to him, which should open some things up inside. We aren't taking advantage of that, but we need to do that. But it gives us an eighth guy. 7 guys is really not enough. You can get by with 7, but if you have foul problems or you get in a fast-paced game, you need that extra guy. And it gives us 3 forwards, and we have 3 guards. I thought Trevor did a really good job defensively today. It was such a slow game, we could keep Mike and Brandon in the game. But I thought they with 3 forwards and 3 guards, and we got 2 centers, so if they get in foul trouble, we can keep them in there. And they did get in foul trouble today, but they did a good job inside. But 8's fine.
Coach, can you talk about team chemistry with Southerland back?
Well, it's going to change. It's different. It takes time to get used to it. There's just no knowing or no way of figuring out how it's going to work. When you don't play in games, it's different. Practice is different from games. And I thought he played extremely well for when he missed those 4, I think, to start. I think it's really hard to them. He hit his first, I think, in the second half, and then he made a good run out and got the dunk, then made a good pass to Brandon. So then we ran a little play at the top for him, and he hit the 3 up there. So I thought I was surprised that he got going. And it's tough when you have a bad first time back, to get it going. He got it going.
Coach, without talking about James's situation, could you talk about the process? Is that over?
No, I can't talk about it. It's all privacy.
But is it done now, or does the NCAA get involved like last year, like they did with Fab, or is that over?
It is where we are right now. He's out there, he's playing.
So what have you encountered him during this whole process? I mean, what kinds of conversations have you had with him about
He's
it?
been good. James has been good. He felt, obviously we can't get into anything. He felt he did nothing wrong, and it took a long time to prove that, unfortunately. It's the way the system works. And he had to go through it just like everybody else, and it wasn't resolved until Friday. That's the normal process. They just can't do it right away because he's an athlete. They had to go through the process, and they did, and they cleared him on Friday. So, he's been good. He's practiced. It's not the same. He's worked hard. We've really tried to work him hard in practice and run him and play him more. He's done that. It's hard for a senior to miss games like that. It's very difficult. We forget how important each game is to an athlete, to a player. I think you forget that as you get older or if you never played. It's life and death, that game. Missing one game, missing one half is huge for players. You never get that back. But he had to go through the process, and he did, and he hung in there through it, and I think it's not easy to do. He deserves a lot of credit for that. I don't read blogs and stuff like that, but people do tell me things, and none of the stuff out there was even remotely close to what happened. Not even in the ballpark. But that's just the way the world is today. That's why I don't have a computer. I don't want to throw up every day. But you all can do that. It's amazing how we like fiction. Amazing. Can't get a newspaper when we get fiction.
Did the team find out today about James coming back, or Friday? Did you sense an emotional lift?
We had an indication, but there was nothing final until really today.
What do you envision Jeremy Grant's role being now that he had that expanded playing time before?
Same role it's been. Get out there and play good. He's got the same role. Go out there and play good. He got a great experience. He really came through big time, tough situations. We won 4 games out of 6. It could have been 2 out of 6 very easily. Very easily. It was to play those games with 7 guys. Very, very difficult stretch. And Jeremy stepped it up big time. And he's got great experience that's going to really help him the rest of this year. And he'll continue to start the rest of the year. And he'll get a lot of good minutes, productive minutes. A faster paced game, I would have rested CJ a little bit more. But it just wasn't that kind of game. It wasn't that kind of tempo.
Looking forward with 3 games in a week, you talked about schedule. If you don't like close games, does it make any difference if those games are home games?
No.
Or close is close?
Doesn't really matter. It's just the way the league is set up. You're going to be off a week, and you're going to play 3 games, and it's just, it's just the way things are. Whenever you play Saturday, Monday games, which we all have to do at times, you're going to have the weeks that you're going to play extra games, and you're going to have that week or so off. I think the rest of the way, we don't have much off. I think the rest of the way we're pretty busy. We got a lot of games. And, we need to get back in sync, and that's not going to happen overnight. College basketball is a crazy game. I watched the Notre Dame game last night, and it's just can't figure the game out sometimes. It's just really crazy, and their kids playing this game, and they're going to do crazy things, and it's just the way it is. Missed free throws, and just crazy stuff happens. Take bad shots. That's what kids do. They do things like that. We try to judge them like they're professionals, and they're not. It's still exciting games, a lot of exciting games.